So much like we don't even know where to put our stuff.
We kindly ask that you store all carry-on baggage either.
Calgary airport waiting for our luggage. We just landed and arrived to have fun.
To have lots of fun. It's the middle of April, back in Toronto. Spring is in the air.
And what do? We pack our long johns and skis and head out west.
Yes, so we're back in winter.
After a long winter in Ontario, it was very cold, lots of snow. People are now looking forward to spring.
But before spring, we are going to Canmore. Canmore, Alberta.
Yep.
Canmore is about 20 minutes outside of Banff, which most people have heard of because it is fantastically beautiful there. It is an international destination for tourists, and because of that, it's very expensive to stay there. The skiing there is amazing, the scenery is amazing, the season is long, hence why we're here in April.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we don't stay in Banff.
We don't stay in Banff.
We just visit Banff.
Canmore is outside the national park, so things are a lot more affordable there, but it's still very beautiful.
It's very pretty. I mean, we have wildlife just outside the door, and the view of the Three Sisters is like right there.
We go to Canmore almost, I would say, twice every ski season.
If not, yeah, sometimes twice, but at least yearly.
In November, snow falls early there, and then again in April because snow falls late.
Yes, exactly.
And you know what? It's super convenient to fly to Calgary because there are multiple flights. Recently, we've discovered Porter. It's cheaper than Air Canada, and it's cheaper than WestJet.
But very comfortable.
Totally. Today we sat in row 1.
First
we
row.
didn't have to pay an arm and a leg for it either.
No. It was actually cheaper for us to get that first row with 2 luggage. Since we are traveling with skis, we have 2 luggage. Instead of buying the basic economy fare where you have to add a luggage, it ended up being cheaper getting the Porter Reserve.
Adding 2 suitcases,
yes.
And then choosing our seats. When we did the math, it seemed like it added up to more than what it was when we booked with Porter Reserve, which allows us to choose the seats, which gives us 2 checked bags, one for our skis and one for our suitcase.
Yeah.
And then we also got a meal and we sat in row 1. So
pretty good deal.
Yeah. There's a pro tip for you guys. Check out Porter and check out the reserve options when you need to travel with a lot of checked bags.
Yeah, checked bags.
Yeah. If you just have a carry-on, then maybe it doesn't work out. Or if you just have 1 bag, it may not work out math-wise either. Next step now is to pick up our supplies. There's going to be a Costco stop. There's going to be
liquor stop for beer.
And we're going to stop at H Mart as well for
Yes.
produce because
Yes.
produce is not so great at Walmart.
And Costco.
One of the nice things about staying home to ski or staying in Canada to ski is that we can shop at Costco. We can do all the things that we're familiar with and eat all the foods that we always eat.
Because it feels good.
No additional challenges there. Keeping things
Simple.
That was Costco. Super exciting, I know. But
Well, I think so.
we got proteins there. We got the expensive stuff. We got some alcohol as well.
The essential stuff, right? Basically.
Yeah. I mean, we're on vacation now. Lately, I've been drinking less alcohol and trying to watch my health, as all people do as they get into their 50s like me. But since we're on holiday, a little bit of a treat. Liquor is a lot cheaper here because there's fewer taxes. We got some cognac, some Hennessy XO, which was $240 or so here, but $350 in Ontario. It's a significant savings, and that's going to be a special treat. That's something that we reserve for special occasions. We got an Amarone. Since we got so much good Alberta beef, we're going to have some red wine.
And pink champagne.
And pink champagne for celebration here.
Yes.
What we're going to celebrate, I'm not sure.
We'll find something.
Yeah, we'll find something. All right. H-Mart.
H-Mart it is.
Luckily, it's the same plaza, so it's super convenient. Got to Sunshine Village.
We're on the gondola.
With the gondola, there's a 20-minute gondola ride to go up to the top of Sunshine Village, which is where the main area for skiing is. We got a little bit of a late start today.
Very late. Not a little bit. I don't think we ever started this late.
It's now 12:50.
Yeah. It's never ever happened.
Yeah, in fact, it's so late that we got a discount lift ticket.
Yes. Afternoon pass. I think the latest we've ever started was 10 or something.
It was a long travel day yesterday and a lot of stuff to do. And so basically we just kind of took it easy this morning and weren't in too much of a rush.
It was very nice. Tomorrow we have lessons starting at 9 a.m. So we'll be up early. We're taking lessons with My Ski Trip. I have really enjoyed it. This is my third time taking lessons with them. And Jackson is taking many, many lessons with them out there.
Yeah, they also do trips to different resorts around the world. They do a couple of what they call ski camps here in Sunshine Village. One in November, one in April. They also go to places like Austria. They go to Finland.
Chile.
Part of what's going on with these trips, which are typically 5 or 6 days long, is that during the day you get ski instruction for most of the day, and then you get a couple of hours you can go off and ski on your own, consolidate all those skills that you learn. And what's fun about it too is that you're skiing with a bunch of people and you're staying at the same place. And there's built-in fun and socialization and après and all that good stuff after you spend the day on the slopes. It sure is a beautiful day out here today.
Very.
Blue skies, pretty clouds. It's +1 degree. So pretty comfortable and calm with little wind.
It's beautiful.
Jinx.
Jinx.
this is the very highest point that you can get at Sunshine.
Pretty high.
And one of the amazing things is that look at this view. Only here do you get something like this. I mean, we're right off the chairlift there, but all around us there's mountains, yeah. It's pretty amazing. Pretty different from Ontario. Poor Johanna, she's feeling not the greatest today. We're at about 2,200 meters here. Back in Ontario, it's maybe 100 meters, 50 meters. So pretty much at sea level. That elevation change means that there's a lot less oxygen in the air.
Yeah, but I'm on antibiotics for a chest infection and taking Ventolin, so the lack of oxygen, I can really feel it.
Makes you feel weak and probably
Tired.
Yeah.
And tired muscles faster than normal.
The concern is about tomorrow when you're going to be skiing with a group.
We will see. Oh my god. And it's not with you. It's a different group.
There's going to be 3 separate groups, about between 5 and 7 people, plus the instructor.
I'll just explain in the beginning of the day and stop when I have to, I guess.
That's right. I think people will be understanding. Meanwhile, we're just going to take it easy today and enjoy the views, and hopefully by tomorrow, Johanna will be feeling better.
Hope so.
All right. Yesterday we just finished off the day, went back and enjoyed the sunny day, enjoyed some pan-fried salmon back at the Airbnb.
Didn't film it. We were all too tired by then. We're starting the first day of ski camp today. I guess I am feeling a lot better, but as soon as we got up here on the 2,000 meters up, I have a shortness of breath again. But I'm definitely on the mend. Got to see some wildlife. My dream came true. Amazing mountain goats. That was really cool, wasn't it? Yes, and they held up
You've been coming
traffic
here for 3 years now. And you haven't seen mountain goat yet.
No.
It's the first time you've seen mountain sheep.
Yeah, we mountain sheep, but not goat.
You've seen elk.
Lots of deers, obviously. This was the first time with the mountain goats. Yes! So happy! lunchtime, day 2 ski camp. I woke up this morning. Actually, no, it happened yesterday. It happened that I coughed that much that I cracked a rib on my front left. So that's another challenge on top of all the coughing and shortness of breath that I'm dealing with. But we're here to ski, so I'm fighting through it. A little bit of pain, but it's okay. Dealing with it. Anyway, this is a seriously yummy lunch. Yesterday we were fasting, so today's lunch. I'm having a bison chili loaded baked potato. It's so good. Lots of cheese on top of the chili. First they put some butter, and then the chili. Lots of cheese and sour cream and green onions. It's really hitting the spot. And then this afternoon, back at skiing again.
I'm having the same thing.
Yeah, look, I have almost finished.
Our lesson went a little bit longer than Johanna's, so I'm starting a little bit later, but I'm having the same carnivore loaded baked potato. When we cook on our own, we try and be very careful about carbs. When we're exercising and we're burning the calories, then we allow ourselves a little bit of an indulgence. Here we are with a baked potato.
A very loaded baked potato.
Yeah. When you eat out at the hill, the cafeterias are usually pretty mediocre, so the quality of the food is always poor and the selection is bad. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we're skipping lunch, and then Tuesday and Thursday, we're eating lunch at the hill. We try and make the healthiest choices that we can, but we also allow ourselves to indulge a little bit and have something a bit decadent.
We just have to make sure we get enough protein.
That's the hard part. One way that we could have dealt with that was to share one potato, get a separate order of bison chili. That way the proportion of protein to potato to carbohydrates would be a little bit higher.
Thursday we can do that.
Yeah, Thursday maybe we try something different. At least it's not all fried.
End of day 2 with the ski camp. Amazing day. I made it all day, even though I have a cracked rib and short of breath and cough. Excuse me. But it was an amazing day, and I'm in a really good group, so that was cool. Jackson is doing the ski out, which I would love to join him one day soon. Tomorrow is another day, and I bet I'm going to feel much better. So today is a fasting day, not the baked potato. Today is tea, mint tea for both of us. Today is day 3 with the ski camp.
I'm a little bit tired after yesterday. We did a lot of mobiles yesterday. Bump skiing is very athletic. My muscles are feeling it more today.
You're sore,
than it was.
sore in your legs?
Not sore, just a little bit more fatigued.
Yeah, I have pain in my butt.
You're gonna have a tight butt.
Yeah, I hope so. I'm aiming for that.
Nice.
Let's go.
Let's go.
End of day 4 with my ski trip, the ski camp. It was really nice. It was an awesome day, just perfect. We've had a really, really good instructor named Meredith. Very, very happy with her. We had so much fun. We did lots of drills, lots of amazing teaching all days, but most of the time we did it in the morning, and then we'd had just fun with those drills in the afternoon. I'm very happy that I've joined to do this stuff with my ski trip. We're staying another week though, so we're going to have fun for another week. I'm feeling much better today. The cough is almost completely gone. It was also my last day of antibiotic, so I guess it makes sense. 10 days of strong antibiotic and it killed the cough. That's magic. I do have pain in my rib a little bit though, but I'm going to survive, and I think we're going to take it easy tomorrow. So it's been 5 or 6 days skiing in a row, so it's good with a little break, and then continue skiing full on until we go home again. I'm going down on the gondola again, as you can see, and Jackson's doing the ski out, which would have been amazing, but I changed into my boots and hat and got everything off, so the gondola is what I have to do to get down. But it's a really beautiful view, so it's worth it too. Yes. Just a moment. Actually, look, there's a baby. Yes, that's what I thought would happen.
We're not in our ski clothes today. A little bit of a change of pace.
Yes, today is a rest day.
A much needed one. We've been going pretty hard. Plus, you've been not in tip-top form. It's amazing that you've gotten this far. 4 days of hard skiing.
And my rib is quite painful today, so I'm hoping that it's mending during the day and we're ready for skiing tomorrow again.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Today we're going to have a walk around Canmore, check out the town, some of the walking trails around here. A place called Spring Creek. Maybe pick up some patches for you.
Yes.
Salon paws.
And ibuprofen.
Some ibuprofen, yeah. And then we'll make our way over to Banff, have some lunch at one of our favorite spots to go, Vistas restaurant.
Yes.
Which is part of the Banff Center for the Arts. It's got a buffet lunch there. And as you guys know, buffet is one of our favorite ways to enjoy food. And the views from there is
spectacular. Yeah, it's really, even on a bad weather day, it looks great. Yeah.
Incredible windows, 2 stories high, so much glass. The views are panoramic all the way around. Great spot to enjoy a meal.
Absolutely.
And then we might go to Banff and do a little bit of shopping.
That would be cool.
End of season sales at a lot of places, so we might be able to find some good stuff at a cheap price. Right on. Okay. Let's go.
Let's go. We'll start the day.
All right. wider than the ones you have now. I have mine in this size, 118.